All right, back for another beer review, and today I'm reviewing another Oktoberfest, and today's beer comes courtesy of the Sierra Nevada Brewing Company out of both Chico, California and Mills River, North Carolina, in collaboration with Weihenstephan out of Bavaria, Germany, and this is their 2018 Oktoberfest. So this is a Märzen-style Oktoberfest that comes in at 6% alcohol by volume and 20 IBUs, and at the time of review, this beer is about 7 weeks old. So Sierra Nevada, over the last 4 years, starting in 2015, decided that they were going to collaborate with a German brewery for their annual Oktoberfest each year. And this year, they picked Weihenstephan, which is the oldest brewery in the world, as a lot of you know. And I figured, I need to review this beer because I've heard a lot of good things via beer tubers and also on Untappd, but these are two iconic breweries. You have Sierra Nevada, who is one of the older craft breweries in America, and then you have obviously the oldest brewery period in Weihenstephan. So I was like, you know what? Sounds like a match made in heaven. Now, earlier this year, they did a collaboration on a hop-forward Hefeweizen. The name escapes me right now, but you guys probably know which beer I'm talking about, and that was very well received. So I'm imagining that this one is also going to be tasty. But anyway, it just says on the back that they partnered with Weihenstephan, and it's going to be an American take on a classic German Oktoberfest. There's some tasting notes, and yeah, not much more to speak of. So let's crack this open, get in a glass. And yeah, I've been waiting to try this one. I didn't want to be like the first or last review that I did, but at the same time, I definitely wanted to review it. So here we are. Anyway, let's get this in the glass, see what we got going on. So I'll tell you right away, based on the look on here. Now, like I said, as far as I know, this is a Märzen-style Oktoberfest and not a Fest beer style, but this looks like a Fest beer. This is a lot lighter. This is like a deep golden color as opposed to like an amber or like a rust color. Very filtered, lots of carbonation, has a nice half finger of a bright white head. Is this a Fest beer? Is this a Märzen? Does it matter? Well, I mean, there's slightly different styles, but you know what? I think it's a Märzen, so we'll go with that. Anyway, let's get a nose on it. It smells a little bit more like a Fest beer, honestly. The nose is a bit brighter. There's this like floral component, or like this herbal component on the nose. It almost has like a little bit of more of a hop forward take on the style. Like I said, Fest beers are kind of, it's supposed to be easier to drink, lighter in body, lighter in color, lighter in overall character. This one has a bit more of a vibrant, hoppy nose. Has this nice, like, bready, almost slightly grainy scent to it. It doesn't have that big, like, toasted malt, toasted brown bread that I've get in so many Märzens. Like, it definitely has more of a Fest beer characteristic when it comes to the nose, but you know what? It's all about the taste. So the nose itself, slightly grainy, slightly bready, almost biscuity, that floral herbal hop component, and maybe a touch of caramel, but not a whole lot going on, honestly, in the nose. Like I said, it's more brighter for the hop character as opposed to the malt character. Most of these, the malt backbone's supposed to be huge, and in the nose, it's not indicating that, but like I said, it's all about the taste, so let's get into it. Cheers. That's really nice. Wow. It's a bit different. This isn't, Now, I'm very ignorant in general, okay? You guys watch my reviews. I'm just a guy that reviews beer on YouTube. I don't know everything about styles. I don't know a lot of things. As far as I know, when it comes to Fest beers and Märzens, a little bit more of fuller body, and it's the traditional Oktoberfest style. Fest beer is created in the 70s by Paulaner, a little bit lighter in body, easier to drink. This one, based on what I've tasted so far through the half dozen Oktoberfest style beers I've had, this tastes more in the Fest beer range for me as a Märzen. Is it a huge difference? Not really, but you can tell there is a difference. There is a nice maltiness, but the maltiness isn't like a huge caramel kick that you get in a lot of the Märzens, especially the American ones. You get a lot of malt character, a lot of caramel, a lot of toasted brown bread, a lot of toasted malts. This one just has a slight graininess with toasted malt, a bit of like a biscuity character, but then you're hit with a nice floral herbal component that kind of balances out the entire beer. And this one actually finishes a bit more bitter than the style would indicate. Like there is a decent bitterness on the back end of this one. It finishes semi-dry, making it easier to drink. The body itself is like straight up medium bodied. The mouthfeel, crisp, clean, very refreshing. And like I say clean, but like I said, there is a slightly lingering bitterness. So it's like a semi-clean finish as opposed to like a full-on clean finish. Which is interesting, there's also like this slight, like almost like apple core, almost pearish thing going on. No, it's not big, but I just got it on that last sip. It's definitely noticeable more and more as I drink it. It's very easy to drink, clearly. You can see I'm taking this down. I'm having no trouble drinking the rest of this. But for me, I'm not a stickler for styles, whether you want to consider this a Märzen or a Fest beer. Regardless, this is a damn tasty beer. Very easy to drink, very well balanced. I will say though, as I'm drinking it more, that lingering bitterness, kind of like the malt backbone or the malt component of this beer, it takes a little bit of time, but it eventually passes through the palate. So it does finish a more malt forward than it does with any kind of bitterness. Like I said, there's a lingering bitterness, but that kind of gets erased after a couple, maybe like 20 seconds. But anyway, very nice beer. Probably one of the better ones I've had this year. So as far as style goes, I'm just going to say Oktoberfest. I don't want to say it's the Märzen or Fest beer because I don't want to confuse myself or you. I probably already have. Usually my reviews are confusing. But as far as like the Märzen style, or sorry, as far as the Oktoberfest styles go, I just said I wasn't going to confuse everybody. That I did, because this is what this guy does. But anyway, as far as the Oktoberfest style goes, this is a really nice representation. I could drink a shit ton of these, and I just love the uniqueness of this one. I'm going to give it a 4.25 out of 5 for style. As far as personal enjoyment, I'd probably give this a 4 out of 5. I'm enjoying it that much. One of the better ones I've had so far this year. It just has a uniqueness to it that I haven't had in the other ones. I guess that's where that American take on the Oktoberfest style comes from. Absolutely great collaboration. It makes me want to go and grab the hop forward Hefeweizen that they did, although probably the hops have fallen off by now, but maybe I'll still give that one a go. So anyway, that was the 2018 Oktoberfest from the Sierra Nevada Brewing Company in collaboration with Weihenstephan. And yeah, awesome job to them. So kudos to Sierra Nevada and Weihenstephan. And until the next one, cheers.